Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live
Okay,
Music
there you go.
Podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we're with Forrest Melton. He's with Blue Sky Events. Forrest, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Jake. Appreciate it.
Forrest, give us a little rundown of where you grew up and talk a little bit about your business.
Yeah, so I grew up in a little town south of Santa Cruz, California. Lucky me, I was right on the beach and had a fantastic lifestyle to grow up on. And went to college in Northern California, traveled around, and found myself doing events everywhere I went. So I turned it into my career and my lifestyle, and it's about all I've done my whole life. So I'm excited about that.
Why? Why did you find yourself always involved in events?
Um, I taught a class just the other day at California State University, Chico, and that was the same question was asked, and I found myself really enjoying gathering people, like gathering people for a fun activity. And so it started off, with little gatherings, then trips to Mexico, then seminars. I think I just got a great personal benefit out of seeing people come together, enjoy themselves. It didn't matter if it was listening to music or on a houseboat or at a car show or whatever it was. There's always something that, my efforts put into making other people's lives feel like they were connected, like they enjoyed themselves, like their life was a little bit better.
I just saw a research study. I'll share this with you, Forrest. Excuse me. It's windy here and allergy season. Just released actually, and I'll share this via with you email that they showed the increase of serotonin levels when people gather in groups of 10 or more, and even actually some of the studies that we found were actually less than 10. So you and I both know that just by being at events and performing at events or emceeing events, um, we feel so much better. But medically and science researched evidence now shows us why we feel that. It was actually the equivalent of a dose of an antidepressant. And
Wow.
I think that's entirely crucial. I think that's why the ramifications of COVID and the isolation, we saw the increase of depression and suicide attempts go skyrocket. It all has to. So you intuitively just felt that at a young age, knew that it was good for you and good for others, and have been a part of that. Let's jump into your festival. Talk to us about a couple of your festivals and what they. I always ask you three questions: what do they look like? What do they smell like? And what do they sound like? Meaning food and music and environment.
Right. So I have several festivals. One coming up in later April is called the Chico Spring Jam. And it's really kind of a celebration of spring. The sun is starting to get warmer. Everybody's feeling like they want to get out and about. I do it at a educational ranch that has a large museum and a large grassy area. So it'll hold about 1,500 people. And I bring in a big stage. I bring in three tribute bands. So this year we've got the tribute band from the Cars, Foreigner, and the Eagles. So that's like our classic rock festival. And then I've got some local musicians that play on a different stage. I fill it up with, I guess the big theme behind it is in addition to music is just come play.
Yeah.
So like I fill it up with activities. So there's gambling tables, there's cornhole tables, there's dunk tanks, there's um, bocce ball, there's air hockey, there's pool tables, there's bocce ball, there's we even this year we even have a paintball guy out there, um, and probably half a dozen more things that are set up that go beyond what most festivals do. But I want people to come play. I
Yeah.
want adults and kids to get out there and enjoy themselves. And so that included with all the traditional things like food, got food trucks, like vendors for people to mill around, like beer and wine. One time we had an auction, and it all just happens. It's a long day. Starts at 1 and ends at 9. So people sometimes come in for the first session, sometimes come in at the end, or sometimes they stay the whole day. So it's just a gathering of people that don't really know each other that get to listen to music, enjoy the sun, sit around, bring their kids, have a beer or two, enjoy the day, and celebrate spring. That's the spring jam. The second one is very similar. It's called the Chico Country Fest, but it's all country music. So it's done at a different venue. We bring in hay bales, we bring in a mechanical bull, we bring in horses that are kind of show horses that kind of gallop around. They do like country roping, fun little things for activities. And the same beer, same food trucks, another day just based on country. Those are two of the four events that we do. The other two are, we have an Oktoberfest. It's got an oompa band and lots of games and activities like throwing a sausage to each other instead of an egg. Like it's an egg toss, but it's a sausage toss.
Right, right.
And then we do the oompa dances and chicken dance and cheers and pro star or mugs together. So all just a really great, fun time.
So Forrest, you've been doing this for a long time. You've been putting on festivals for a long time. So let me ask you this question. What's one of your greatest memories that you have from one of your festivals?
Yeah, I've got it right here. My wife and I had moved down. We went up and raised our kids in Idaho for a while. Then we came back down to California, and we had one of our first events. And we never knew what it was really going to do because this had a different formula. It was with the city of Dana Point, which is right next to Laguna Beach in Southern California, right on the beach. And we didn't know how it was going to go. And we tried a different model, which was we let everybody in for free. And we were counting on sponsor money and vendor money to pay for the event, plus beer and wine. And this event was called the Dana Point Food and Wine Festival. And I just remember in the height of it all, the music was playing, the little beer festival was going on, the vendors were all full, and my wife and I just perched ourselves on a hill, and we just sat there and watched the people just enjoying themselves. Every aspect of the event had worked. People were happy. People were dancing. People were having beers. There was just a ton of joy going on, and it was really the benefit of all the hard work that took place to make it happen, and we were able to relish in that instead of just be running around doing all the task things that usually happen during an event.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, two quick questions because I am in live music and live entertainment, and I always like to just survey the nation. So, Forrest, first question: what is the best concert you've ever seen in your entire life?
Meatloaf. I'm a Meatloaf fan. I've seen Meatloaf a dozen times. I love that guy. He's passionate. He's dramatic. He's got stories. He's a dead dude now, but his music lives on. So I love his acting. I love his music. I love Meatloaf. Meatloaf is the one. You got it.
That's awesome. Okay, you could bring one musical act, dead or alive, to any one of your festivals. Who you bring in?
If I was to bring one musical act, I think it's the same answer. I'd bring Meatloaf.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. Hey, what's a good way for people to find out, Forrest, more about your festivals and your events? You got a website?
Yep. So the company name is Blue Sky Festivals and Events, and the website's the same: Blue Sky Festivals and events.com.
All right. Thank you very much, Forrest. Guys, check this guy out and what he's doing out there in California. He's got a tremendous heart for bringing people together, and now science has proven he's actually helping people heal. I love it, man. Thanks for what you do for us.
Right on.
Have a good day,
guys.
man.
We'll talk to you again.
You bet.
Cheers.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of